So what we're attempting now is we actually have a form where we go through, we power up the harness, and we're testing the fuses, the relays, and verifying that the correct terminals at the ECM and TCM and the various sensors along the way are getting the ignition power that they need. The power supply for this can be as elaborate as a benchtop unit or just as simple as an old 12-volt power supply from a kid's toy, plugged into and then tapped into with some alligator clips. We've got the ground side from our power supply hooked up to the main ground cable for the Gen 5 harness. And then on the positive side, we're powering up the BP Automotive main power wire here, and we're going to start testing the 12-volt constant circuits in the harness.
Okay.
So the first one that we're going to take a look at is pin 16 on the OBD port. We've got power to pin 16. And then we're going to go into the ECM and we're going to verify that the correct terminal is powered up for battery power. And then the next one will be down at the transmission end, where we're going to verify that the TCM has 12-volt constant power down there. Again, if this were a 8L or a 10L transmission, then we would be testing the 12-volt power at the T87 TCM. And we're checking that we got power.
Next is fuel.
So that clicking just verified by sending 12 volts down that the correct wire is powering the relay in the BP Automotive fuse block for the fuel pump.
And 12 volts. This will be off. Finished. Okay.
So what was just done there was the pink and black wire of the BP fuse block was powered up so that it simulates ignition on. Now the fuse block is energized, or is energizing all of the ignition on circuits, and we're going to start going through the harness and verifying that we've got power everywhere that needs to be. So the center terminal of the mass airflow sensor connector is just verified that it's powering up. We're checking the TCM connector for the 6L80 to confirm we've got power on the accessory and the ignition side. This is the oxygen sensor. We verified power there. We're going to verify power at the ignition coils. So each one of the coils will be checked so that we know that we're getting 12 volts. There you go, you guys can see the light now. So every time the light comes on, we know we've got power at the correct wire.
And from here it was bank 1.
So yeah, 7, 5, 3, 1. We check the evap wire, and that also branches off down to the oil pump and to the VVT and DOD, if you're still going to run those.
Alright, now it's for these guys. High current.
Yeah, and we're verifying again using the pinout from ALLDATA DIY that we've got power at the correct places in the ECM connector. And I know we're doing this fast, but you guys will be able to take your time when you've got your own schematics and pinouts.
Yeah, missing. There's 3 and then 4. 4. Okay, there we go. That was high current in that. So that's done.
Okay, that completes the power test.